Okay, so hello and welcome back to this week's Thanks for Sharing session. This is the live stream, so I hope you're keeping well and keeping safe. That's good, and maybe even doing some humming like we've talked about in the past. I certainly have, and I think it's really great. So this is really good. Now, this week we're focusing, pretty much entirely on the role of what we're calling the target recipients of the week, and I know that there are some people already joining on Zoom. So hi everyone. I don't know if we could just go over there live just to quickly say hello. And okay, so I think we're actually live now. So hopefully you can hear me. Can you? Just put your hand up. Yeah, your thumbs up. Can you hear me all right? Yes, very good, very good. So we have, so Rosha is here as always, holding the energy space. So there's Rosha, and it looks hi. So there's Rosha saying hi, and so do you want to just introduce yourselves a little bit? So there's a couple of people here. Can you hear me all right? You need to probably, you might need to look at unmuting, Mark, over there.
Sue needs to unmute.
Sue needs to unmute, or maybe you could do it for her. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we've got, is it Louise?
Yeah.
Hi, Louise. Hey.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Can you hear me all right?
Can you hear me okay?
We've got you now, Sue. Thank you.
Okay,
That's
great.
Great.
Okay.
So
Yay,
we're
thank you.
just saying hello at the moment. That's all, just to kind of make the point that there is this Zoom room here. You've joined us. And we're going to come back and have a conversation about the whole thing with the target recipient in a few minutes. Okay, but it's really great to see you here, because basically the message is to anybody else who is here live, and if you want to join in as a target recipient, then jump on that link that's below this video. Obviously Sue and Louise have already found that and they've clicked on it, and you just go straight into the Zoom meeting here. So we'll come back to you, all right? I think we just need to go back over to the camera. I'm just going to refresh the page here just to see if there's anybody else around saying hi or whatever. You can obviously put your comments in the box below, as always. And it looks like we've got a few people here. Thomas saying hello, everyone. So hi, Thomas. And Zulma from Florida. Hi, Zulma. And Anne-Marie Scott from Dublin. Hey, good to see you all here. Okay, I think this week is going to be probably a smallish group. The idea is that this is to really explain and to line people up to become the target recipients of the week, and also to kind of just go over exactly what's required, what to do, how to do it, and that kind of thing. Okay, so if you want to be part of this, then ideally you want to click on that link to join us on Zoom, and we can have a conversation there. I think it's really good to come in live, and it also shows that it does work as well, and that it's not a scary thing and you can do it. And then also, but if you haven't got Zoom loaded up, or you're finding that a little bit too tricky, then you do need to confirm now your interest in being a target recipient. Okay, so you can do that either in the chat box with the purple box, if you can see that, or you could put your name down in the comments box at the bottom of the page. All right. So, or at some point throughout this evening, because you're maybe not still quite sure whether this is right for you yet. But I'm just going to keep checking in, and we want to just make sure that we've got some people here already going for it. Okay. Right, okay, so it looks like people are holding back. That's okay. Right, okay, so what I wanted to do there, look, like we've got other people joining. Hey, that's even better. Not just putting a comments in. Hi there. So who do we have? Is it Julie? Oh, you might need to unmute things. Hi there. More people joining. Hey, good. Hi, great. So we've got Zulma. Hi, Zulma.
Oh, you might need to unmute things. Hi there.
Uh-huh. Why have we got this echo going on, Mark?
Hi.
What?
They're listening to the podcast and it's coming out their speakers.
Okay, so we've got this echo thing going on. So you've either got to mute your self-speaking or ideally put in headphones or earbuds, okay? If you've got them, ideally, it'd be really good. Otherwise, we're just going to have this continual echo thing coming back. So this is part of what we need to deal with on these Zoom calls, is to get... See, Rosha there's already set up. You know, she's got her earbuds in or headphones. That's exactly right. So she's not going to get that horrible echo. Hey, that's fantastic. People have got stuff like that. That's really good. Hey, that's great. Whoa, look at that. Brilliant. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write down the names of people. There's other people wanting to join, Mark. So this is really good. So we've got Sue and Louise, yeah, and Zulma, not in any particular order. And Julie, was it? Julie, hi. Hi, Julie.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to read your name. I should be wearing my glasses, really. What's your name, the person I haven't mentioned yet? Can you say anything?
Me in the blue jumper.
Hi, the blue in the blue jumper. Yeah, that's Claire, isn't
Hello,
it?
it's
That's
Claire.
Claire. No, I
Claire,
can see
yeah.
you, Claire. I know you. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, so it's just more and more people are joining. So if you could just say hi and just say your name, and then we can check that we've got.
Hi there.
Yeah, hi. So the person who's
Hi,
highlighted
I'm
there-
Sophie. I don't know if you
Sophie,
can hear
right?
me.
Okay, Sophie. Yeah, we can hear you fine. That's really good.
Hi, it's Anna.
Anna, yeah, great. Okay, Anna, hi there. And there's also somebody else who maybe has joined, but it seems like the video isn't there.
Yeah, hi.
No, somebody.
It's
Oh,
Thorma.
hi, Thulma.
Thulma.
Thulma. Okay, not Zulma. Thulma. Okay, thank you for explaining.
No, Zulma. Zulma.
Oh, Vulma. Okay. Thank you. Okay. It's good to get the pronunciation right. Okay. So we've got Anna, and then there's somebody else who's there with the glasses. You've got a lovely kind of light behind you, and can you see the name there, Mark?
Anne
I
Marie.
think that's
Anne Marie. Anne Marie. Oh, we've got an Anne Marie and an Anna, have we?
Yes.
Right. That explains the confusion.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
okay.
Anna Marie. But
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie. Okay. Anna Marie.
No, it's Anna Marie.
I got it. Hey, so sorry about the confusion here. But so everyone, thank you very much for joining us on the Zoom call
It's
here.
spelled with an E, but it's pronounced as an A.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And now we've got Judy. Hi, Judy. I'm really glad. So, basically what's happening here is we're inviting you to, if you want to be a target recipient, to come and join us on the Zoom call, which is feeding through into the live stream. So we're showing how that can be done. And hi, so who's just joined? That's right. I don't know the name. I can't read it.
Minnie.
Minnie, is it? Yeah, Mina. Okay. Hi, welcome. Well, this is fantastic. Okay. So we need to make sure that your sound is enabled, so you're not muted. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear you. So what's happening?
And use
Oh, and also use earbuds or headphones. Otherwise, we'll get a lot of feedback happening as soon as you unmute yourself.
What's happening? Oh, and also
Just
use
like now.
earbuds or headphones. Otherwise, we'll get a lot of feedback happening as soon as you unmute yourself.
So if you don't have the earbuds or the headphones, then just mute things.
So if you don't have earbuds or the headphones, then just mute it.
Yeah, that's good. Somebody's muted and it's all working fine now. Brilliant. Hey, this is getting with it, isn't it? In the 21st century, sound healing with intention. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, this is really good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? 10 people so far. That's great. That's all we need. We don't need any more.
stop showing my messy kitchen.
That's nice. That's all right. Okay. So I don't know. So when you're in the Zoom room there, are you just kind of, are you watching it on the screen as well? So or
Yes.
you are, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see yourself on the live stream as well as being in the Zoom room. It's kind of a bit
Yes.
weird, isn't it? But
Yes.
it's kind of works.
Yeah.
And that's somebody, Kathy, is it, who's just joined us?
Yes.
Kathy, yeah, great. Hi, Kathy. Really good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to talk to the camera just now, so I'll come back to the chat up there in a minute. Okay, so I'll just talk to the camera here and get my leg out of the way. Far too casual, doesn't it? Okay, so there are a few things that I just wanted to really emphasize about this, because I think that when we started off this pilot program, we started this off with the idea of this way before coronavirus and COVID-19 and all that, and we had a particular plan with a whole sequence of dates and so on set aside. But and we're going to limit it to 8 people initially to be the target recipient of the week. I'm kind of thinking at the moment that just like we've added in these extra weeks now, because these were going to be the break weeks. But what I got a sense of is that we might actually just run this for a few more weeks, basically, rather not just the 8 weeks that we've already got down there, and because I have a feeling that the heart energy that is growing, in the heart home, that Rosha kindly has been facilitating that happening, is kind of growing stronger all the time. And I think that the more we get into this, the more there's going to be a powerful healing response for people who are the target recipients, but also the other people, everybody else in the group, because this is a powerful intentional sound healing field that we're creating. And so my current thinking is that we can kind of just let this run for a few more weeks. So we've obviously got more than 8 people here wanting, on the Zoom call, wanting to be a target recipient. And I'm actually happy with that if you are, that we just run it on so that, people get a go, basically. And really what we just have to do is to establish an order for who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and so on, okay? So I'm just checking to see if anybody else has expressed an interest without actually being on the Zoom call. So Regina's just phoned in or called in to say hello. Other people have phoning in saying hello as well. Okay, so Claire, you'd already written in here, but you've joined us up there, so that's good. Okay, Judy. Is Judy here live? Yeah, hi. Oh yeah, of course you are. There you are. Yeah, okay, great. So Judy's joined as well. Okay, so everybody who wants to be a target recipient, you haven't got the, I know, you haven't got the earbud, so you can't, you just have to mime it or something. Right, that's okay, we'll cope with that. Okay, so I think that, so we've got to establish an order, and then we've got to just get really clear about what would be the best way forward here in terms of who's going to do what. Could I just, if we just go over to the Zoom room again, Mark, could I just, I'm kind of talking to you now, could I just ask you if you're comfortable, do you think, because what we'll be doing, maybe you saw last week's one. Did anyone, if you put your hand up if you saw last week's video session where we did a kind of a demonstration of what might be involved. Okay, so some people, but not everyone. Okay, I'll just talk for a couple of minutes about what happened then. Oh, okay, so quite a few people, mostly. So what happened was that we demonstrated the kind of process with Jane, and Rosha was there holding the energy. And so what we did was that Jane basically gave a very short little talk about what a current health challenge is, or was at the time, and then she then made an intentional statement, and then also created a kind of visualization experience that of how it would be as if these things are already healed. Okay, so there are these elements, and what we've got on this page, just so you know, at the bottom of the page, or depending on what your device is, we've got a downloadable PDF that looks like this. It's not the image, Mark, it's another one. It's a downloadable PDF that is called Sharing Guidelines for Target Recipients. Okay, and so it's got some suggestions. It's a very short piece of paper. It's got some suggestions about what you could be saying. The most important things is that you have a statement of intention. So it's a short kind of few words, maybe one phrase, maybe a couple of sentences. It's like, so I think Jane said something like, I am, because you're stating it in as if it's already happened. So I am strong and flexible, okay, for example, is what it came up last time. So what her condition was that she had a pain in the knee, and so you don't want to be saying in your intentional statements, I want to be pain-free in my knee, because that's just reinforcing the pain in your knee by keeping that as the statement. So you want to be avoiding all of those kind of negative connotations. So you just want to be really positive. It's like, this is how I'm going to be. I'm going to be strong and flexible in this case. Okay? And then the next kind of critical thing is then having an imaginal or visualization of what your life would be like with this healing, change or transformation having occurred, as if it's already happened. Okay? So then you want to have a visualization for that you're happy to talk about and share, okay? And then, so last week Jane talked about how she could imagine herself freely moving around, going for walks and doing the gardening that she loves and, all that kind of stuff. So that was her visualization. And so what's going to happen then is that so ideally, if you're happy to do this, you would be on your own at this point, but there would be a core group of people on Zoom who'd be joining Rosha as the core group of healers, okay, there to support you as the target recipient on the Zoom call, but also energetically, throughout this whole process. And you will be invited then to just give a short kind of talk about your current condition, what it is that you're looking to shift, and then get into this statement, intentional statement, and then describe the visualization. And then I'll be making notes when you do this. And then what I'll then do is to then activate that by playing some sounds here. And then we'll invite everybody else, including the core group, as well as all the other people who are in the intenders group showing up live, to beam their loving intent, their healing intent, to activate and support you with your healing, change, transformational journey. And then so that would then happen in the live session. And then what would then be inviting you and everybody else for the next 7 days is to set aside 10 minutes a day to go through this process that we've activated here live. So we'd be inviting you, when you're the target recipient, you focus on yourself, you focus on your own intention, and you focus on your own visualization, and you activate that every day with some sounds. Maybe you've got a bowl or another instrument or your voice or something, or you could even listen to like sacred acoustics or something. And then everybody else is going to be invited to set aside 10 minutes a day to do this focused, intentional healing with the statement and the visualization for you when it's your turn. Okay, so that's the kind of process. Now, another question there is that it's really important that you set up your healing field appropriately. Okay, so there's another download on the page, which is basically that. So Mark, you might want to show this image just now on the screen. So this is coming off Zoom, I guess, and Mark's got it there. Okay, so basically, this was actually suggested by Jane, because Jane had a very strong, powerful healing response from the session last week. And it just reminded her that you need to create, and you need to set up your healing field when you're the target recipient appropriately for you, okay? So what she suggested, these are kind of her words, is that you visualize a bubble of light surrounding you, and that could be a colored light, it could be golden or pink or blue or green or whatever is right for you. That's the one, you got it. Hey, someone's quick off the mark, printing things out, that's really good. And you ask that it is a protective screen, this light that surrounds you, that filters the healing energy so that you only receive that which is appropriate and for your highest good at this time. Okay? And that you also ask that your healing process be at a speed and in a manner that is comfortable for you. Okay, does that make sense, everyone? Yeah? So that's good. People putting their thumbs up. That's great. Okay, so that's important. Now, the whole energy in the field is being held by people in the core group, and that's being led by Rosha. And so I think Rosha has already talked quite a lot about the field there, and but maybe we can just go back into Zoom and invite Rosha to say a few words just to remind us about what's going on, Mark?
Somebody wants to know what time we're due to finish today.
Yeah, we're going to finish in about 10 minutes, okay? About past. We're just running this for 30 minutes. Okay, so are you on the Zoom now? Yeah. Okay, so Rosha, hi there. Do you want to just remind us about the Heart Home and how this is going to be holding the energy for the target recipient of the week?
Okay. So this is the way I'm imagining this is that it's a beautiful sphere that our energy home, and you're actually inside of that energy home right now because we've been setting that up before we started the Zoom call today. So you're inside the energy home. You can, if you want to imagine now, you can imagine that you down near the bottom of the sphere, there's a big platform, which is a lovely wide platform, and it's a figure of 8. So where you'll be, you can all imagine that you come in now because you're going to be the target recipients. You can imagine that you come down into the center of that figure of 8. So if you can do that right now, and it can be any color for you. You don't have to imagine the rose pink color that I see, rose quartz color. It can be some other color for you, whatever's appropriate. So you're right on the axis of this sphere that comes down. And when you are the target recipient, you'll be right at the very center of the whole sphere. At the moment, that's where Tony is, and you're slightly lower than that. When you're actually the target recipient, you'll be at the center. And all the core people will be around the outside, the fattest part of the sphere, on the same level as you are when you're the recipient. So we're all, myself and the core group are all overseeing everything, if you like, and everybody else will be at the same level as you on that platform. Everyone else will be the same level as you. And when you come into the sphere, so you're all there now, but when you come into the sphere, you can go down onto that platform and land on the platform, and you're seated, everyone's seated at the moment. And it's like, when you get there, it's like this, your seat will be this loving heart energy, and it's going to whoosh, it's going to push you up higher so that you all come up, or everyone comes up to near the center there. So the whole of that sphere, there's the platform down here, and then everyone comes up, whoosh, on a seat of that lovely heart energy, so that the whole of the figure of 8 is going to be 3-dimensional. So I don't know if you can imagine all that, but I'm going to try and draw a picture of it so that you, I don't know if it'll be ready for next week, though, we'll see.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Rosha. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to draw a picture and maybe we'll have it for some other time. But I think the whole point here, if I don't mind me just kind of interrupting a little bit, is that essentially this is a kind of a very strong heart space, basically. And what we'll be doing when we activate the healing field for you as the target recipient, looks like Julia's just joined, so hi Julia, is that we will be further activating that heart energy as well. And on one of the other pages, we've got if you haven't already seen it, we'll be, there's a whole thing around how to activate the sound intention transformation crucible. So there's a download you can get there, which I'll also kind of start using from in a couple of weeks' time when we first go live. Okay, so it's very much heart-based, this. And because it's the process is that this energy of unconditional love and acceptance is a really important foundation for the healing and transformation to occur. Without that, it's often slow going or doesn't really happen at all. Okay, so we're going to be getting into a pretty high vibrational state here for the next, well, when we go live in a couple of weeks from now. And it's already starting to run.
We're hearing a lot of what Julia's doing.
Oh yeah, Julia,
So maybe,
hi there. Can you just mute your phone just now, because there's a bit of crashing and banging. That's great, thank you. Thanks, Rosha. Okay, so we're getting close to the half hour. I just wanted to give any of you there an opportunity just to ask a question if you wanted, or just to ask for clarification about anything, or if you're all happy with the way it is, you just kind of put your thumb up or something, or just nod or whatever. So, you know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where do I download the document? Or where do I get it?
The document that I'm talking about, like these ones I've just been reading. Yeah, it's on the page, on this page where this week's live stream is streaming. It depends. Are you on a laptop? Or are you on a laptop? It's probably on the right of the page. There's a little thing that's headed downloads. And then there's a couple of little kind of texts underneath the word download. If you're on a smartphone.
I'll find it.
That's where it is. It's on the page. You just look for where it says download and then you'll find them there.
No problem. Thank you.
That's all right. Okay. So, does anyone want to start? Who wants to go next week? Oh, in 2 weeks. Who wants to start? Oh, Claire. Hey, okay. So Claire's going first. Brilliant. Okay, so what I would do is that, we'd have some kind of exchange during the week before it's your turn, just to kind of make sure that it's all, you're well set up for it. And just to clarify anything, okay, so we'll start that with Claire. We'll probably do it by email, or maybe we'll have a little Zoom call or a chat somehow, okay? And just to set it all up. Okay, so Claire's going to go first. Well done. Jumped in early there. That's good. Who's going to go next then? Let's get an order. Sue, yeah? Sue?
Hi.
Sue's going to go next. Okay, I'm sorry if I don't recognise everyone's name here, but... Third, okay, that's Anne-Marie. Yeah. Okay, Anna-Marie. Anna-Marie, yes.
Yeah.
That's good. Some good old friends here appearing, which is great.
I'll go for it.
Okay, so that's Julie. Is that Julie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Julie, yep, number 4. Who's going to go after that?
I'll do 5. That'd be number 5.
Yeah, can you just say your name so I can get it here? That's Sophie. Was it?
Sophie.
Yeah, Sophie, number 5. Yeah. Who's going to be 6? Don't be shy. Who's going to be 6?
Thulma.
Thulma, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Number 7. Who's left? The person who can't speak. The person who can't speak. Judy, is it? Yeah, we'll make Judy 7. And then...
Kathy would
Kathy?
like to.
Kathy, number 8. Okay. There's not many left. Shall I just go for it? We'll say Mina, number 9, Louise, number 10, and then Julia, number 11. How about that? Is that everyone? Yeah. We got you? Yeah. Everyone's happy. Okay, so we've got a plan. I'll write it up and and we'll clarify it. I'll get a little schedule going just to be clear about that. Okay, so I think we've got a plan there. Is that okay, everyone? Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, great. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you being here live. I know we haven't got into a great big discussion. The key things is going to be have some kind of headphone or earbuds, when it's your turn. Otherwise, there'll be this horrible kind of feedback kind of stuff happening. Because there'll also be other people in the room, with a core group and that sort of thing as well. So everyone needs to wear these things. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Okay, so I think that's it then. So thank you. We'll just stay with this for just a minute until we close it down. Okay, so I'm just going to go back over to the camera.
Julia is wanting to know if she's number 11.
Julia is number 11. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't notice the kind of the text message there. So thanks for pointing that out, Rosha. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for showing up and volunteering. I'm really grateful. This is what it's all about. Okay, so we're just going to close it down now. I'll just quickly check in before we do that, just to see if there's any outstanding, questions or whatever here. That looks fine. Okay. So, right. Well, I think we've got a plan, and I'm excited. So next week we're going to be focusing on the role of the core group. So we'll be doing a similar sort of thing. I mean, people are welcome to join these additional live streams. There's nothing secret or anything about it, but it will be a bit like this. There'll be a group of people, probably a different group. Rosha wants to say something. Yeah, go ahead, Rosha.
Somebody's unplugged their earbuds.
Yeah, I know that whole thing has been shut down, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just close it down. All right. So thank you anyway. But yeah, so there's going to be the core group. So we'll be focusing on the role of the core group next time and clarifying what's involved and how to do it and that sort of thing. So this is starting to get exciting, I think. We're starting to build up into something that is really going to be really amazing here. We've got another group going, kind of more smaller group locally to where we live. Mark and I are part of that, and we've been meeting up every week as well. It started a few weeks before this one, and there's already some pretty amazing things happening in that small group. So I'm really excited to see what's going to emerge here with this larger group, and to notice the healing, change, and transformation that occurs for the target recipients, but also everybody else in this rebound effect. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to play a small selection of instruments just now, and then I'll close with the tinctures. We'll have a minute of silence, and I'm just going to say namaste at the end, and then we'll close it down. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us again, or watching this on the replay, and I look forward to taking this whole project forward and to be of immense benefit to a lot of people. Thank you. Namaste.